Hey, good morning. It's Friday, September 20th, and we're going to try and solve today's New York Times crossword puzzle. Today's puzzle is constructed by Jackson Matz, whose name I don't recognize, so no real expectations for today except that it's probably going to be a themeless, challenging Friday puzzle. We're riding this amazing 19-day streak that is very upsetting because I was not able to conquer my 138. Not a whole lot going on here. We had a cool concert on Tuesday, Crowded House at the Amp. Crowded House is a band I don't know much about. Hey now, don't dream it's over. That's Crowded House. And they killed it. They were really good. So, yeah, there you go. And teeing up for Bare Naked Ladies on Sunday, and got a couple off days in between. So, just figured I'd squeeze in a live solve. Thought about doing yesterday's, and I couldn't find the time. I'm kind of glad I didn't. It was really challenging. I'm guessing that yesterday was a streak breaker for some folks. Really unusual Rebusy theme that, I don't know, I wasn't prepared for. So, anyways, that's about it. It's Friday. I hope your week went well. I hope your solving was smooth. And without further ado, let's do it. You ready? Cool. Philosophy influenced by Aristotle's concept of the unmoved mover. I do not know. 4-year-old in pigtails. 4-year-old in pigtails. Dog breed with a blue-black tongue. Is it a husky? No. Strains. Members of the family Passeridae. I mean, it's got to end in an S, right? That's where we're at. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty tough. Upgrade as a backsplash, like affix, retile. Ooh, retile. Some flats. Is it a flat tire or a flat like an apartment? Flat like a musical note, something minor. Is it a minor? Market events are probably IPOs, initial public offerings. Some flats. Studios, 1-bedrooms. I don't know. Drenches like sops, probably. Wowzers. The tin drum protagonist. I have no idea what that is. Harshly criticizes. Well, it's going to end in an S, I'm sure. And this would be perps, as in perpetrators. Pilot Productions. Is it pens, like Bic Pilot? Gunty, who wrote The Rabbit Hutch. What? Like, what? I mean, this is really hard. I've never heard of that book, and it won the National Book Award for Fiction. It didn't win the Pulitzer. It wasn't a New York Times bestseller or something that might be a little more, have a broader appeal. A reunion attendee could be an alum or a grad. Oh, elect is opt, right? Reunion attendee. You might sleep on it. Industry that emerged in the 70s. Industry that emerged in the 70s. Flip, like upend. No, flip. Sassy. Windy flight. Lays waste to. Option for a backpacker. Ugh. Successful crypto investor. Surge. Farmers market site. Sub is probably like a temp. Safe place. I was thinking like a safe in a vault, but Mock. Tease. Brazilian soccer club named for an explorer. This is tough. This is Ang Lee. Manufacturer of minifigures. Minifigures. Like you and me. Normal. Showed sleepiness, probably yawned. A new member is an inductee. Could be. Oops. John in Milan. Unwelcome sight in musical chairs. Twosomes are pairs or dyads. What's going to end in S? Actress Bella of Disney's Shake It Up. I don't know. Oh, Bella Hadid? Is that right? I don't even know why I know that name. 4.5 minutes. Pretty bad first pass. Got some work to do. Part of the Detroit Lions schedule. That's the Thanksgiving game, right? No. Thanksgiving. What? Thanksgiving. Oh, Thanksgiving Day. I know that that's the answer. Extremely solid. What an X might mark. The spot? Might mark. Wrap up. Like end up. Failing to get. Missing the point. So not Bella Hadid. I don't. Is that even a person? I don't freaking know. For whom a no contact rule might apply. Oh, exes. All my exes live in Texas. Pet food. Oh, this is Peppa Pig. Okay. Pet food. Oops. This would be exerts, right? A lot to like. Prime real estate. I feel like that's going to be. Prime real estate. Ancient civilization. Oh, that's Atlantis. This must be a Sharpei. How do you spell Sharpei? What if, suppose, wowzers, man, feeling sensing, Alexander Graham Bell by birth. Was he a Serb? A Brit? I don't know. Harshly criticized as like rips. Yeah, and lines on the ski map would be runs. Kind of diet high in omega-3 fatty acids. Well, this feels like Serta. Is this wrong? Feeling. Sense. Feeling. I mean, that's got to be Serta. Kind of diet. I feel like that's a Mediterranean. Mediterranean diet? Like, could this be men's pilot productions? I don't know. Oh, an aunt. Not a school reunion, a family reunion. Bothers. What is this? Cell function. Kind of number represented by the equation m equals v over c. Ugh. Honor roll. Is a list? Maybe. A whole thing. Enchilada. Whole. Being slightly blank is like being slightly pregnant. It tends to get worse. Ignorant? No. Stupid? Oh, a hostel. Shout out to my buddy Peter Ballantyne, who runs a hostel in Da Nang, Vietnam. Battleship corner. Like a port. Size indicator. A size indicator. Exams with the highest possible score. That must be the MCATs. MCATs? It's like Vasco da Gama. Vasco. Ticket picker. And valet. Vault opener. Plural form decried by staunch Star Wars fans. What? Yodas? Ticket picker. Advance. Oh, this must be Lego, right? Size. Oh, this must be a tag. A tent. Battleship corner. Corner, like. Advance is loan or lend, right? This would be dyads and lend. Taste with an umami taste. Is that miso paste? This is a study for a DNA test. Japanese art form whose name means skill. Okay, 11 minutes. We are not thriving here, but we've seen worse. We can rebuild him. I want to say this is like truism, the unmoved mover. Truism? Wrap up, like set. Truism. An X might mark. Huh. Philosophy. Members of the family Pesidae. Sparrows. So sew up. Okay, I like that. Some flats are condos. Mark arrow? Hard. Ugh. This must be Scott, right? Oscar. Error. Theism. Okay. Hard as a rock. Maybe. Pilot Productions, like that does feel like pens, but I don't know. Industry. Industry that emerged in the 70s. Flip. Lose it. Sensate. I love that. Oh, and this is a pescatarian diet, not a Mediterranean diet. A windy flight is some kind of staircase. Oh, windy flight. Spiral staircase. Ah, there's ales. What is this? Industry. Gaming. Kind of number. I think for a successful crypto investor. A safe place is a bank. I said vault, and that was pretty close. Mock. Oh, so A1. This must be Vasco da Gama, right? Like you and me, mortal, showed sleepiness. So this is Jedi's. Showed sleepiness. New member initiate. John is Johnny. Unwelcome sight. No seats. Oops. Here, is this Thorn? I think. Kind of number represented by the equation m equals v over c. A mass equation? A mass number? The whole shebang being slightly lays waste to like havocs. Mock? Is this mock? E rich. Havocs. Paranoid. We did it. We are now free to admire our puzzle. 1514, pretty typical Friday solve. Once again, I just find that like there's a lot of new, interesting, exciting fill that's not typical, stuff that we didn't see so much in the Will Shortz era. I like it. Although this one's got a lot of names: Peppa Pig, Oscar, Eric, Gianni, and a lot of stuff like that. Tess Gunty, I don't know, Sharpay even. That's tough. But we got there, so like it wasn't that tough. Let's have a look. Theism, the concept of the unmoved mover. What is theism? Isn't all religion theism? Anything with a god, right? I don't know. Peppa Pig, don't know much about her except that she's a pig. Sharpay, not like the black marker that we use, Sharpie. Exert strain sparrows are the members of the family Pesidae. Retile is to upgrade. Condos, sops, man. The tin drum protagonist, Oscar, no idea what that is. Rips, pens, Tess Gunty. Too many names that I am unfamiliar with here, I think. An aunt might attend your reunion, Serta, as opposed to Sealy, Posturpedic. Gaming. There's an episode of The Simpsons when Marge becomes addicted to gambling. And Homer hears from the voice of God through the casino ceiling. It says, "Keep gaming." And he goes, "Huh? What's that?" And he goes, the voice of God says, "Gambling. It means gambling. Keep gambling." So that's what I associate with gaming. Lose It. Spiral Staircase. I like that one a lot. I wish there was more of a misdirect here, like Windy Flight or Windy Flight. Doesn't really lead me down a direction, but I thought Spiral Staircase was a good revealer nonetheless. I also like that it's just got, simple and elegant. We've got, grid spanner here, grid spanner here, grid spanner in the middle, one across. It's nice. Havocs. I don't think I've ever heard havoc as a verb. It makes sense, but I didn't love it. Hostile, E-Rich, Eric. This reminds me of that SNL skit with, what's his name, and he's like, "Hey, Ron," and "Be nice," and Erich would be one of those as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's going to sound like nonsense. Sorry to both of my parents who do not know. My mom, maybe. Tent, temp, bank, jape, Vasco. Sure. Ang Lee. I mean, so Vasco, another tough name. Ang Lee, another tough name. Lego, my ego. Like you and me, mortal. Speak for yourself. Nodded, initiate, Gianni. Another tough name. No seats, dyads. Bella Thorne, another tough one. Thanksgiving Day, hard as a rock. This makes me think of Arrested Development when they're doing the ad campaign, solid as a rock, and while also trying to dispel rumors that they're involved with Saddam Hussein and the country of Iraq, and poorly chose Solid as a Rock as their theme song. If you haven't watched Arrested Development, please do yourself a favor and check it out. X might mark an error. IPOs, so up. Missing the point, we've all done that. Perps, X's pet food, prime real estate. There's a new company that's advertising. It's not pet food, it's real food for pets or something like that. And I think, like, especially these days when people are replacing having kids with being a pet parent, that really resonates. Like, would you feed your pet something you wouldn't be willing to eat yourself? Maybe not. Prime real estate, that's a good clue. It's not like the best answer, prime real estate, but a lot to like is good clue. Atlantis, cool. Spose, sensate. Blah. Scott, opt. We just had the other night for Crowded House, their merch seller, the guy selling their t-shirts and posters and stuff, was Scottish. And boy, he said, if you come to Scotland, even if I'm not there, I'll set you up with everyone, and the whole thing. That was a terrible Scottish accent, but he was like, in Glasgow and Edinburgh, like whatever you need. And I was like, wow, I think you're offering me like a lot of illegal things right now, and I'm not mad about it, but I'm probably not going to go to Glasgow to find out. Very hospitable man. Elect is to opt. Runs, pescatarian. I don't love that one just because I feel like Mediterranean works just as well, but whatever. Ales, sort, mock. Sure. List is an honor roll. That's stupid. The whole shebang. Paranoid. Being slightly paranoid is like, I guess. Although I feel like we're all slightly paranoid, right? And we're not all slightly pregnant. Speaking only for myself. A1, tag, MCATs. Yuck. Pole vault, Jedis. Star Wars people are insane. No offense, I'm sure lots of you are Star Wars people, but like, come on, man. Who cares if it's pluralized and it shouldn't be? All I got. Voter, lend, miso soup, or miso paste, pardon me, in that case. DNA, and no. So yeah, that's about it. Pretty cool. We solved a puzzle in 15:14 on a Friday. It's something to feel good about. Like, yeah. Appreciate your help getting from A to B, A to Z, as it were. I'm going to try and do a live solve tomorrow. I don't really have anything that would prevent me from doing that other than getting a bad night's sleep tonight or something. So yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow for another live solve. But in the meantime, do me a favor, click the like button. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then you can get all this crappy content straight into your feed. And yeah, hope your weekend is off to a good start. Although it's like just starting your workday perhaps, and I don't know. Yeah, I have a weird schedule where like days and weeks don't mean so much, and I lose track a lot. Anyways, most importantly is I hope you'll join me again next time for another live solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.